So here we go then with week 3 of Beat the Manager. The reigning champion, Lee Allinson, is back with us again. Lee, how are you this week?
Very well, yourself?
I'm all right, thank you. What a triumph last Saturday, and with no help at all from memory.
Exactly, and I'm just so bright in these competitions. It's going to be tough for anyone to beat me, I think.
I won all of them for you.
Yeah, because if people weren't watching last week, of course, you got almost no help at all with your opponent today, Luca, in the same room as you, with you constantly looking like that. And we didn't realise at the beginning what you were up to. And then we twigged it. We were trying to get help. No help today.
He really didn't want to help me either, but he did in the end. He did.
So your opponent today is Luca Allinson. Luca, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad.
What's it been like watching Lee trying to fumble his way to winning the last couple of weeks?
Stressful, really stressful. He actually knows nothing. It's actually so poor. He actually knows nothing. It hurts me to help him as well.
And he takes it really seriously because he wants to win, doesn't he? He's super competitive.
Good game.
Yeah, well, he hasn't got it today.
Steve, this is big today because Luca very rarely beats me at anything. We even went to Jamaica when we went on holiday once. A quick story. He said, "I will beat you in a running race." I said, "You won't beat me in a running race." I said, "I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a running race, and then we'll swim. We'll jump in the sea. We'll swim to the little balls out there. We'll swim back. And bearing in mind, I can't swim. So we start this running race. At the end of the beach, everyone's in nice peace and quiet. Faye says go, and we run. And Luca is streets ahead of me, and I am getting battered. He jumps in the sea. He swallows a mouthful of sea, ends up being sick. I swim past him, touch the balls, and win the race. Never raced him since.
Oh. That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
No chance, mate. He had to be sick. It's his own fault.
Okay. Luca, we're hearing, before you came on, Lee was saying that obviously, you know, everyone's in the same house and it's all a bit tight at the moment, but Lee was saying what a tremendous help you are around the garden, you know, with a bit of tree pruning, cutting the grass. And of course, you know, when we got dogs and they leave a bit of mess behind, it's really great that you're keen to help and tidy up.
I'm keeping the house together at the minute because obviously if we let Lee take control of the house, it'd be a mess.
He's the laziest person in the world. He's been voted most laziest in our house this morning.
Brilliant. Well, it's nice that there's going to be no kind of competitiveness between family members here. So this is great. So this is almost like a fight to the finish here this morning. This is perfect. Lee, what have you been up to this week? I suppose that what I've been keeping my eye on is the amazing stuff that Betty's done. Talk us through her bike riding. It's been incredible. It has been incredible. Obviously, she's done up to a mile a day for the last 10 days. We're going to go out straight after this. But I think what's done it more for me and Faye is sort of the togetherness from all the football clubs around and sending shirts. I mean, we've got South Shields and Chester City sending us a shirt each. They've both got in contact. Amazing. Obviously, we've got the David Beckham shirt. We've had Wildstone. We've had Hampton and Richmond. We've had Slough. We've had Boreham Wood. St Albans, Hendon. It's been so good. And then obviously your lower level clubs, it would be great to get a little video out there for like Welling Garden City, Baldock Town, Codicut, and some Sunday clubs in Cockfosters and teams like that. So it's been absolutely amazing. Everyone's pulling together. I think it's going to be a long lockdown, so we're going to need quite a few shirts. And I think she's up to over £7,000 now, which is something we never thought would happen. It's been truly amazing, but we had a really tough day yesterday. She fell off the bike 5 times. We didn't realise until after that the bike was broke. So when she was trying to steer, she couldn't steer and she was falling off and she battered and bruised and still completed it. So it was a tough day yesterday. Hopefully today will be a better one. Okay. Brilliant. She's done amazingly well, and seeing that signed shirt from David Beckham was just the icing on the cake. I guess incredible.
Yeah, massive. You know, it really was incredible. We you know, when he got in touch with Alfie and said he'll send the shirt, you kind of think I'll be in the next couple of weeks. And it literally 3 days, it turned up, it signed it. It's a fantastic shirt. It'll be framed and put up in the house. It's to Betty. But as well, as I say, Matty Everington sending us a shirt. Cambridge United have sent us a kit with signed photos, Stevenage. So it's just been brilliant. Watford have sent us kit, so it's amazing. It really is.
Yeah, so she's done brilliantly, and that's going to carry on. And I guess kind of in the wider, with this lockdown going on, and in the wider kind of footballing world, yesterday the Premier League clubs had a chat about maybe where they see themselves going. One of the papers today is saying they think sometime in June. Where do you think football can come back in 6 weeks' time?
No, I don't. I think it's totally wrong. I think it's all about money. Personally, I think I think the government needs to make a decision. This is a huge pandemic. This isn't about Liverpool or Norwich getting relegated, Liverpool winning the league. This is about a pandemic that we're suffering. And I feel like it's a rush when we can just be patient. I would tell the FA I think they should void the season, whether they do points per game. We've had this discussion. My favourite is points per game. But it should come to an end. What I don't understand is if we go back to football in 6 weeks' time in the Premier League, you've seen Cologne have had 3 players test positive. What I don't get, if someone doesn't test positive on a Monday, but then tests positive on a Friday, and he's been round the squad of 20, 25, they all have to isolate. So does that mean there's no football played, or are they going to risk them and play the players? So for me, it's just a really grey area that I don't think should be touched. I think that the season should be finished. And what I'd like, this is not just about the Premier League. Let the Premier League go and do what they want, but how many thousands of millions of people play football, play other sports, that we want a start date. We want to know when we can work to. And if that's September, that's January, just give us a date that we can go and work to and try and build and prepare. Because at the moment, we're all in the know, and all the Premier League seem to be worried about is when they can start again. Of course, there's millions of pounds, but they're a very wealthy company. And I'm sure, as I say, this isn't about finishing the season. This is a pandemic. We're losing lives. And, all I hear at the moment is about the Premier League. There's a lot more important things in the Premier League moment for me.
Okay. Well, this is obviously a story that's going to run over the next few weeks. So are you ready, Lee, to go for a hat-trick? So 2 weeks, 2 wins. I'm not sure last week you deserved to. Well, you didn't deserve them. That's a big thanks to me, and I'm sure you owe me a pint for that one. Luca, are you ready? Luca, I think you've got something with you that Lee had last week. I think you're already confident that...
You've got to come in this bedroom in a minute and hand it to me.
Well, let's see if that's going to happen. So, Luca, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right, Lee, you ready?
Ready when you are.
Right, so question 1 for Luca. Luca, how many years have you played under Lee?
Oh, too many.
No problem, mate. We're sort of low now.
Is he getting a free transfer already?
I'd say 6 years.
6 years. Where did you? Well, I think that's the wrong answer, isn't it, Lee?
7 years.
No.
What?
I'm saying 8 years.
It's not 8 years. 2012, you didn't manage me.
Under 12s.
Sam Donkey don't manage me then.
Under 12s, mate. I started.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Blame your mum. Blame your mum.
Oh, they're arguing already. What's going on here?
Under 12, Stuart Donkin and Steve.
Okay, 7 years. You still got it wrong. On to the next one. Yeah.
Under 13s, I had Charlie.
No.
Oh, here we go.
Incoming under 14s and released me.
Well, my spy tells me, because obviously I've got no idea, but my spy tells me that the answer is actually 9 years.
Yeah, 9 years. That's brilliant.
This is a fix. It's 6 years.
Well, okay.
9 years.
6 years. 2014.
Okay, well, it's question 1, Luke, and you've got it wrong. Whichever, whether it's 6, 7, or 8, you've just got it wrong every which way. So this is not good. So question 1 for Lee.
Hey, we've got to be careful because he could slam his computer and walk out in a minute.
So Lee, question 1: does he get a bit temperamental?
Very.
Really angry.
Right, Lee. Question 1: how did you react when Luke had told you he didn't want to go on the family holiday and wanted to go to Miami instead?
I honestly, I was fuming. I kick-sand at him. I think I made him cry. I told him that he's not like, because Tommy Brewer was on the same holiday with us. And I said, look at Tommy Brewer. He wants to spend time with his mum and dad. You don't want to do nothing with us. I couldn't bring myself to talk to him for at least 4 to 5 hours.
That's the right answer. It's the right answer. That's unbelievable.
Stand in the eyes is the correct answer.
He's 1 up and he's not cheated or had any help. This is the first, isn't it, Lee? Incredible. Question 2. Luca, what is Lee's favourite film?
Won't get this either. This is so easy.
Come on, Luca, I wanted you to
Favourite
win.
Pulp
Any
Fiction.
ideas? Huh?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp
No.
Fiction is
Fiction! I've never even watched it! Oh my gosh!
I think, Luca, you're probably wrong. Lee, what's the right answer?
American Gangster.
Is the right answer correct?
Made that up.
Fiction!
Oh God! Well, I mean, this is unbearable because we're only on question 2 for you now, Lee. And if you get this right, if you get this one right, Lee, you've won. We're not having this. So, Lee, question 2: what is Luca's favourite film?
So this is quite tough. This isn't the answer, but when Betty's watching Peppa Pig and he's eating his breakfast, you've never seen someone zone out like it. Like he's like just zoned into Peppa Pig. He can't even talk.
Good
But
content.
I'm not going to say Peppa Pig, and this could be. This is a tough question because it could be a number of things. You know, could be something like Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast. But I'm gonna say could be.
This is to win. If you get this right, you've won.
Rocky.
Wrong. Excellent.
What is it then?
Go on, Luca. What is it?
What have you got down?
I've got.
What? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I've not made this up. Obviously, I've been told. Cheaper by the dozen too.
My favourite film of all
There
time.
you go.
that is a disgrace.
You're still in there. We're still in there.
Oh,
Excellent
my.
news. Right, Luca. Lee's gone. Where is he?
I'm
There he
here.
is.
I'm rubbing
Right.
my eyes with disgust.
Luca, you need to get this right, yeah? You've got to get this right. At what age did Lee make his men's football debut?
The only way he gets this is if his mum's told him.
15.
Shock, embarrassing.
Well done. Have you got any idea?
You
Have
said
you
it
got
on one
any
of your
idea,
interviews.
I don't get, though I know who is it for? Which club?
I don't know.
That's good enough. I don't care. Perfect.
Neither do
So,
I.
that's 1-1. Lee.
No pressure, big dog.
What's his question?
Absolutely.
3.
We're question. Do you know what? You're brilliant with your maths. This is question 3. Who did Luca make? This is a 3-part question. Who did Luca make his men's debut for? Who were they playing? And what age was he?
Okay, so Luca made his men's debut for the actual league game, yeah?
No idea. Are you struggling?
Yeah, because it's a few. The one I've got in my head, I'm just going to go with
Only
it.
made one debut.
We've got to get all 3 parts right. Otherwise, we're going to extra time. Again.
Biggleswade Town against Tiverton.
How old was he?
Oh, 18. Could be 17.
What position did he play?
Left midfield. No, I've got it wrong.
I'm afraid, Lee, I have to take your first answer.
Which
Which
means,
means, that incredibly, we're going to get a tiebreak again.
it's left back, Olsey Town, 17.
16.
All right.
Tell you what, great left back as well. You're missing a trick there.
His mum's on the land. Hold on a minute, Faye. What do you reckon he said for my favourite film?
American Gangster.
Pulp Fiction. Let's get that dog out.
No, it doesn't.
Faye has provided all the questions.
She's a disgrace. How have I not got the Olsey one right? That's drove me mad.
It's shocking.
Got my age wrong as
So,
well.
Luca, when you were 16, making your men's debut, what was that like?
Oh, brilliant. Left back. Had 3 forwards.
Apparently, he's playing for Biggleswade, but he was Olsey Town's best player.
Never played there again. So
What, you were that good?
I was
He
that
does
good.
take a good throw on. Next year, when he's playing for us, I'm going to get him to take our throw-ons.
LP only just about managed to get back in the side after that performance at Biggleswade.
How's it been for you playing for Hendon? You've not played that often, but what's it been like this season with Lee?
Not too bad. obviously I had more operation, which you won't go into. Didn't help. No, not bad. Just being patient, just waiting for my opportunity. And obviously,
is it difficult? Is it difficult? And Lee, we had this. We asked this when you were, with your dad, Luca. Is it difficult having, Lee as manager?
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. He's so horrible to me.
Listen, I think he's. I'll probably blame myself a little bit that I've probably wrapped him up too much and should have let him loose a lot earlier. It's my personal opinion. I think if you ask any player in our team how much they rate him, and I made a big mistake. I should have played him against Walton Casuals after his performance against Taunton. But at the same time, I know how good he is. And I've said that from day one. I don't have anyone in my side that I don't feel is good enough. He's a very, very talented player. He knows what he's got to work on, and he knows he's got to be patient. But I see next year is a really big year for him. What I'm pleased about is I think the fans now have seen, and that's why I probably wrapped him up a little bit, because it's always difficult. When I was played for my dad, you always get that, he's only in the side because of his dad. It really isn't the case. It wasn't the case when I played for my dad. If I was back wasn't good enough, he'd have got me straight out. Hence why he got rid of me when he went into the Conference South and they started challenging. But I think he's a very good player. I think he's very talented. If he keeps his head down, he's got a great chance next year of being in the starting lineup on a regular basis. And I'll be honest, I think he would have been in the last sort of 10 games for us. I think the players wanted him in. And it's just probably my own fault for probably keeping him wrapped up a little bit too long. And that's my fault, which I've got to work on.
Okay. So, family honour at stake. Tie-break time. Ready?
Oh,
This is to keep your unbeaten record, Lee.
Go on.
Or whether Luca...
Honestly, I've got a feeling his mum is in the room with him, telling him the answer to this as well.
Well, it's not bothered you the last couple of weeks, has it, Lee, having a bit of help? Right, here we go. So, I'm afraid the Man United questions, it's a tie-break Man United question.
Good.
But you might have a chance here. So,
I'm not even a real fan, so it's even chance anyway.
How many consecutive league matches did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer win when he became Manchester United manager? This to win today.
7.
7?
I don't know. 8.
Is it whoever's closer?
5. No, it's just guessing. You just start reading numbers. 6.
What?
No, I'm not doing that. So we're going to have another go. We're going to have to think of another one.
Go on, then, think of another one.
It was 6.
Yes,
So,
I won. So I won. Whatever happens, I won.
No, you haven't. Right, we're going to do one more tie-break question. This one.
So do we take in turns, or does he just shout?
No, just shout it out. Just shout.
Right, go on then.
First answer only for this one. The one nearest to it, the right answer wins. Okay. First answer. How many Premier League titles did Sir Alex Ferguson win in
19.
his 26 years with Manchester United? Think about it. You got one guess each.
18.
Luca?
19.
That's unbelievable. Lee's won again. It was 13.
Get in there! Yes! Luca, bring my trophy in.
I was going to say, you better.
Did you think I was a Man United fan going into this?
Here he goes. Look at him moaning.
Yeah, look, he's not happy. Go on, Luca. Go next door and bring Lee his trophy. Go on.
You can come in here and take it. I'm not.
Okay, 2 seconds.
How are you feeling, Luca? You gutted by this?
Here I come. It's in there.
Do you know what? That trophy's still moving quicker than Tommy Smith. All right. So, Luca, how are you seeing what are you doing through the summer? It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, just trying to keep myself fit, and obviously I'm still working at the minute as well. So just kind of life's a bit same as just without football, really.
Yeah. Okay. So, Lee's amazing with his tree cutting, so you could do a bit of stuff maybe in the garden next week, sort the dog mess out. Lee, what are you up to this week?
I try and stay in my room as much as possible to keep away from him.
I'll bike riding and trying to just, again, as I said to you earlier, you have good days, you have bad days. We've had probably 3 bad days to 4 good days this week. You have to just accept it and hope the next one's better. And you know, we're just trying to stay positive, and it's really tough. As I said, what I'm finding tough is I've got nothing to work to at the moment. We don't know when the season's going to start. You know, why there's 2 metre rules in place, unless some miracle happens, you're not going to be kicking a football. So however long that's in place, I can't see us playing, and that's a concern of mine. And as I say, it needs to take someone somewhere to stand up for the money that they're earning in football and in the government, and say, this is what's happening, this is the procedure, and this is what we're working to. And if we've got that, we can all get on with our lives and work towards something. But, you know, it's so difficult talking to players and that, because we don't know where we are, where we're going to be. So we'll see, and hopefully we'll get an answer very soon. Okay.
So last thing for today, Luca, you need to nominate another player, please, to try and end Lee's unbeaten record. So who are you going to nominate for next week?
There's one man I think can beat him, Sam Corcoran.
Sam Corcoran, the man he used to hate, the man he got sent off against.
Honestly, he come home from that game crying that he got sent off by Sam Corcoran.
Yeah, I did.
He was so upset.
I was really upset, actually. I missed 3 of the games at the start next season.
All right. So, Lee, congratulations on yet another triumph.
Thank
Luca,
you.
You were very close. And next week, hopefully, we'll see Lee finally lose his crown. Have a great week, guys. Lee, we'll see you again next week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care.